Hey everybody, George Adair here with Small Bites Edition on air with George Adair. We talk here about some helpful information, give you some tricks and tips to have a better financial, successful life. And I've got a great guest and a really good friend of mine, Kara Stewart. Kara, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
We're going to talk a few minutes about your specialties, and frankly, your name of your company is really one of my favorites out there. Focus Strategic Solutions, and you've got great logos and really a great presence out there. And been fortunate to work with you and mutual clients, and I wanted to have you on today to talk with my clients about what it is you do and how you're helping people today.
Excellent. Well, again, thank you for having me. It's truly a pleasure. Yes, Focus Strategic Solutions Focus is an acronym actually, and it's also a pun that I use all the time. Strategic means I work with clients, other trusted advisors such as yourself, attorneys, CPAs, and solutions. There's one size does not fit all. So I do not have any proposed solutions that clients don't have to fit into a certain box. Just like perfect shoe can change your life, said Cinderella.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I like that. And I do like the puns you use with focus. It's actually pretty creative. So I'm sure a lot of your clients are watching right now and they get a chance to see that side of you, the humor and witty side. But, in all seriousness, we're dealing with a lot of challenges these days in the economy and people's investments being all over the place on a roller coaster. A lot of people that are trying to go into a fixed retirement situation, fixed income situation in retirement. I know that you've talked to people about setting up new plans that they may have never heard of before. What sort of some of the things you're doing to address people's needs in retirement as they're planning for their retirement and focusing on their retirement?
Sure. Well, one of the challenges in retirement is you're taking income from a variable source, which is any variable product, meaning a brokerage account, regardless of where it's held. Your income is also going to vary, right? So it's very hard to plan for an income stream with a variable asset. Yeah. What I like to do is put my clients into fixed index strategies. So what that means is they get to participate in the upside return of the market. But if the market is negative, their account stays flat, as does their income.
So they don't lose money in a negative market?
Absolutely not even $1 or any of the previous gains, or if they had any bonuses.
Okay.
But in a income stream, their income's never going to be less than it was last year, but potentially it could be higher if the market does well.
Gotcha.
Where in a variable product, income's going to be all over the page.
Right. And some of those concepts are pretty complicated. So how do you start your conversation with somebody?
Well, I always lead with education, right? I always integrity. That's the first two things that are always foremost in my mind is tell clients what they are and what they do, and then explain some objections when they tell them what it's called, right? Because there's a lot of misconceptions about just financial planning and products that are then, there.
Well, skipping forward into as people go through retirement and start to go for, end of life planning, which is also a difficult conversation for people to have, especially spouses to have.
Right.
It seems to be I'm helping people with mortgage products as they try to deal with buying out, family trust assets like real estate, using mortgage products to do that. What sort of life insurance policies are you talking about mostly with people today?
Well, I actually, the word life insurance implies you have to die to win, right? Yeah. Where I actually talk about living benefits.
Interesting. Okay.
And so I design life insurance because the cost of insurance is based on one's age, their insurability, and of course, at their amount they're purchasing. Yeah. So I want the amount that they're purchasing to be as low as possible. So the premium that they're paying goes more towards the cash value because the cash value sets the stage for income, right? And it grows tax-free and distributes tax-free like a Roth. But unlike a Roth, there's no income limits, contribution restrictions, or accessibility. My famous example is a client who came to me contributing 15% into her 401k. Her company matched dollar for up to $4. So I redirected the 11% she was already saving into a life insurance strategy, life insurance retirement plan. Yeah. And it was going to change her retirement income by $7 million.
Whoa. I mean, that's tremendous. Everyone's going to have a unique situation. Sure, of course, we have to say that. And right. And so there's so much more that people can learn, but a great place to start is your book. You've just contributed to a newly published book. Tell us about this.
Sure. Well, I collaborated with 3 other industry professionals on the holistic retirement plan. You'll notice my name on the back and bio. But again, this is with 3 others. Most recently, I wrote my solely authored book that is going to be dropping here in the near future.
Nice.
Put power in the purse. Now, I do work with men. That's something I want to be very clear. In fact, most of my clients are indeed men.
Okay.
But my experience has been that most often, and I've kind of coined the phrase that if you don't have a man, you need to have a plan. Yeah. And if you have a man, be part of the plan. Because I found so many women just take a back seat when it comes to financial planning. And if they lose their husbands, whether that's by death or divorce, they just simply don't know what they should have or could have. And so really, it's just to empower them with information.
Awesome. Kara Stewart, Focus Strategic Solutions. Great name. Again, we're going to have, of course, you can see her information that'll magically appear on the screen here in a moment. And we're going to have a second segment with Kara, because I told you, audience, I promise you short and sweet. So we're short and sweet here, but we'll put our link to the next one in the segment. Thanks again.
Excellent.
And
Thank
good luck
you
with the book.
Thank you so much.
It's going to be great. Awesome.
Thanks.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us today.